Romper, stomper, bomper, boo, tell me, tell me, tell me, do. Ketogenic, ketogenic Kim, is your keto diet working for you? There. Does that make you happy? You seemed so sad that I didn't pick you out. So there you are. I wanted you to feel special today because you are a special person and your videos are very clever. I like them. Anyway, hi, by the way, halfway through. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, under 20. And today, mine is under 10, I think. And when I say under, I mean total carbohydrates that I count. So I am the strict and disciplined one, in case you were wondering. I am the one that does not just rompers, stompers, but smackdowns. Thank you, Amy from Ketolicious. She gave me this in my mystery box, and it gets so much attention. I have to use it for two things now, not just smackdowns. But smackdowns are a part of tuning into the station because sometimes we need to have a little adjustment period, right, in our keto food plans because sometimes things go awry. I know, you're surprised, right? So, anyway, what am I having today? Today is leftover filet mignon. Greg smoked it on the big green egg, and today we have it cooked in the on top of the stove in butter and with some sautéed mushrooms and my big A salad. What else is new? So here are my macros for the day. I am having 1,348 calories. I am having 51.2 grams of protein, 10.7 total carbs, and 119.6 grams of fat. And that seems to work for me. And part of what's included in my day is the great big salad with 4 tablespoons of oils. 2 are evu and 2 are macadamia nut. And the lettuces in the salad that I weigh each. I put the big salad bowl on my scale and I weigh each one. So it's going to be baby spinach, baby kale, arugula, spring mix, and red leaf lettuce. And all of them are organic. 5 ounces of beef tenderloin and 60 grams of mushrooms. I also am most of the way through my bulletproof coffee. And I will have another cup of coffee with a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream and a tablespoon of pasture-raised organic Valley butter in my salad. My coffee. Sometimes I switch to Kerrygold. I like both. And I'm also having a teaspoon of MSM, which is the sulfur. I'm also having a big old bottle of San Pellegrino. Probably another 1 or 2 of them as I begin my overnights 3 in a row. And then other waters with the juice of 1 whole lemon in them. I have low salt, which is loaded with potassium. I have 2 1/4 teaspoon servings per day. First one is in the morning with my powder mix that I put the lemon on and then just kind of like tilt back and get it over with. And the other one is my second glass of water with the other half of the lemon and some Himalayan salt. So that's how I roll with my foods and what I'm doing. I do have other supplements. I just didn't put them in. I seem to be shedding. So I'm getting a pedicure today. Thank you for not mentioning the shape that they were in before I decided to do it. Well, it's so funny because you know how I get on things and let go. Well, I usually buy Mrs. Murphy's soaps, hand soaps. I like them. And, and I have them in the kitchen and the bathrooms. And so I decided to get something different because I was in Stop and Shop and they had this one. And I do have Shea Moisture Black Soap, which is kind of interesting. I use it on my face and neck and shoulders. And then this one came up and I pulled off the top of it, Shea Martin, and this is Nourishing Liquid Hand Soap. and it is environmentally stressed for environmentally stressed skin. It is organic and it doesn't have parabens and glycol, no mineral oil, no sulfates, no animal testing. Anyway, looked pretty good. So I was in the bathroom and I started reading the ingredients, and I got to this sentence. Certified organic shea butter and a blend of oils and marine extracts, including carrageenan red algae, rejuvenating and nourishing and protecting hands. So even this has carrageenan in it. It's like my toothpaste has it, this has it, and yes, I bought natural toothpaste, but when you're working in the police department and at 2 o'clock in the morning, you've got an arrest. You want to just not knock anybody over. So, yeah. So I'm just so surprised, but neither one am I drinking. Yeah, I've given up drinking soap and toothpaste. It was tough, but I got through it. So where are we today? Well, we're doing our keto, and I got on the scale, and I was 121.6 today, and that's exactly what I weighed last week at this time. And then I turned to, I record this, I have since Weight Watcher days, as you can see. Every single Thursday morning, I do a naked weigh-in, and a year ago at this time, I weighed 122. So, 0.4 of a pound less this year. But it's totally humidity. I'm not doing anything different. Although I did see a clip where sparkling waters can make you gain weight. It's like, does this ever end? Really? Sparkling water? It's crazy. You know, you get your feed. I don't know if you're like me, but you get your feed in your email accounts, and it's like, you know, coffee is the best thing ever for you. And then the next feed is, coffee will damage your liver and your pancreas and your kidneys and your life. It's like, oh, shut up. Just shut up. So we do what we do. You know, there's the biggies that we give up as we go along because, we, you know, as we know better, we do better. But then there's others. Do they just have to get their name in an email? I mean, do they just have to have some sort of study that proves everything different? I mean, I don't think that we're eating Kentucky Fried Chicken by the bucket. I don't think that we're going into Taco Bell and ordering, you know, all those things on those white flour or corn flour contraptions. We're not going into the candy store and coming out with bags of stuff. We're not drinking full sugar sodas. We're not having coffee made in our coffee anymore. I mean, we're not eating 6 fruits a day like a lot of us did when it was unlimited fruits on Weight Watchers. Come on. Come on. Sparkling water and like coffee. Like, don't mess with my last of the liquids that we allow ourselves. So I'm doing my keto, and it's been fun. I did a collab, and I look forward to more with OMAD, and I look forward to doing some with other people that are like-minded like me, because as you know, in this keto world, you can find as many versions of keto as you can your grandmother's meatloaf recipe, right? I mean, there's no two people that do keto the exact same unless a woman or a man is cooking for their significant other. And so it's like, you get what I get. Got it? Got it. So we go merrily along, and I like my carbs. I decided to do carbs under 10 all this week, and just for giggles and jollies, because I believe that shaving carbs is the way to go for the older metabolisms. That's the first place you want to be cutting, not your fats, not necessarily your protein, although mine is, the cap is absolutely at 60, but I never really reached there. Today it's at 51 something because I'm having the 5 ounces of tenderloin, but it's the carbs. And so I want to be not hungry when I'm done eating. Hence my salad filled with dark, intensely dark leafy greens, all organic. And I will put the 4 tablespoons of olive oil and macadamia nut oil on it. And that's the transporter of all those nutrients into your body. Having dry salads isn't going to do any good with those wonderful lettuces because they need fats to be absorbed. So think of it as like ordered, right? You have to have those extra oils on your salad. And why not? Those things, there's worse things for you than the oils that you put on your salad, as long as they're true cold pressed, first cold pressed organic if you can find them, not commercially bottled salad dressings, no matter how pretty they look. I mean, even Primal, as good as it is, are you going to really spend $10 a bottle? I mean, that's what it goes for here if you can find it. So it's lovely, but I do have a limited budget, and it isn't going to be for 2 bottles of that per week. My $20 will be better spent on looking for those double yolkers in the jumbo size from Pete and Jerry, or my Kerrygold butter, or my organic heavy whipping cream. Thank you very much. So, who have I been watching? Well, Keto Mad, of course, and Scott the truck driver. I look forward to seeing his video today on why he's not in a relationship and probably never will be. I look forward to that. Somebody sent me a heads up to watch Robert Lustig, that he was doing a talk, and I see that I've already seen it, so that's good. I like him. He doesn't suffer fools either. So, and he's just into the ketogenic diet. He's just, actually he's into no sugar, and from there it goes on, and quite good. Now there's Dr. Ludwig out of Boston and Dr. Lustig out of California, and the two of them, I always screw up on their names, but their intent is exactly the same. They both have a thing, and Dr. Ludwig from Boston is all about child obesity, and isn't that all where it starts, right? For some of us, I mean, by 9, I was already, gaining a lot of weight. What I weigh today is as low as what I weighed in the 3rd grade. But yeah, and then it just went up from there, and the struggles and the obsession and the food addiction and the clock watching when I was in Weight Watchers on when I could have my next snacky snack. It was like 6 snacky snacks a day. Oh my, I just love my OMAD. And what is my OMAD? It's 1 meal a day. I have it between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. And Greg is very accommodating. He's self-employed, so he can kind of come around, and he's fully adapted to eating at that hour, which is great. And then some of you saw Greg's OMAD, which is quite the spread. Over here is my spare ribs and my salad, and then over there is Greg's OMAD. And so I go like 23, 24 hours before having another thing to eat. I do have the fatty coffee along the way, and that carries me. And I have permission from Dr. Fung, and that's how I roll because it works for me. And I'm not into deprivation. It's not something that I think anybody needs when they do the keto diet. It should be rich in wonderful fats, the saturated fats in the fatty cuts of meat. And then, some of us can have dairy and it doesn't bother us. The oils that I put on my salad, it all just works. And I'm not craving anything. I do get triggered sometimes if I allow myself to see food porn, so I can't watch some people's YouTube videos. I can't watch some Facebook because they've got picture after picture of food porn. And, although it may be keto legal and keto friendly, I can't get wrapped up in keto-fied things. I have to be very, very careful. So the few things that I do that aren't straight, piece of protein, veggie, salad, are the two stews that I make, the cheeseburger stew and the Mississippi roast stew. I do the pizza. I do simple individual quiches because that way I can weigh and measure. It's totally accurate, not kind of sort of, not kind of sort of a piece, a slice of quiche. No, what's in the individual crock is what I'm having, and it just works. Tomorrow I'm having an omelet, so that's going to be kind of different. And I've got it already in the tracker because I put my food in before I eat it, and the night before, or even 2 days before. And it just takes all that power of it away, because then I will bring, like right now, what I'm going to do when I stop this video, I bring my phone out and with all of those lettuces that you see, the spinach and the arugula and the spring mix and the red leaf, I bring them, I bring this into the kitchen, and it's right there next to the bowl that's on the kitchen scale, and it's like 40 grams of arugula, 40 grams of spring mix, 60 grams of baby spinach, 50 grams of red leaf lettuce, and I just keep doing it all the way. And if I run out of something, which is usually the case with the smaller tubs, before the end of the week, I'm taping this on a Thursday, if I do it, then, then I have it right there to change. So like if I run out of the baby spinach, it's like, oh, it's not 60 grams after all, it's 47. So I just put it in because I think that accuracy is something that I need, I like, it works for me. And so I will continue to do it that way. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this. This is usually a daily chat. Sometimes we have smackdowns here. Sometimes we have naughty people. And especially in the summer, I think summer is the hardest of the seasons for the foods because there are so many social events or anything that's done outside. And we have so many used to eat items that, like, somebody might go, well, what's the big deal about having that? How can that be bad for you? I don't get that food plan that you're on. We know, because there are some veggies that we love in the summer that are so high carb, just part of them, a small tablespoon of it, would tip you over the carbs under 20 total right away. And if you're like me, under the 10, well, there's no way. There's no way. You can't even lick a spoon, girly. So let that be said. I'm not going to get into a smackdown now. My goodness, I'm at 17 minutes. You must have finished your coffee a long time ago. So I will see you the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom in Food, with total carbs under 20 allowed, but usually under 10 total. No net going on here. Thanks for watching. Couldn't do it without you. Bye-bye for now.